everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott, and we have a warming day. This morning it was like 26 degrees out. It was chilly. And then now, a few hours later, it's 48 degrees, and from what I understand, it's going to hit 57. Wowzer. Talk about temperature extremes. That's 30 degrees in one day, actually probably in one half of a day. So I'm out doing some work today, so I'm out traveling, and give you a little Baofeng update. I do have my Baofeng with me. I have the mag mount on the roof, and I have a microphone that I can attach to the handy talkie, so I could use it like a regular radio. This is it right here, and I've discovered a Baofeng Quirk, and there's probably quite a few of them, but one today is that when I hit the press to talk on the handheld microphone, it transmits on the lower channel. If you look at the Baofeng little window on the radio, there's two channels, and just for the sake of argument, I'll call them an upper channel and a lower channel, and they can be programmed separately. When I hit the transmit button, it transmits on the bottom frequency. Now, what I believe is that when I go back into the software that programs the Baofeng, I can change that. It's just that it's not out of the box set up that way. And that's a comment I wanted to make about Baofengs, is that when you get these, especially when I got the UV82, it's really more set up kind of like a business radio. And so you have to go in there and make a few changes, and some of this is trial and error because it's not readily apparent. Like I said, I didn't figure this out until I actually hooked the microphone up to the radio and then tried to talk on it. So it's a minor thing. Like I said, I'll go back into the software, and I'm sure I can figure a way to fix it to make it works the way I want to. These radios are fairly well configurable, so that is what it is, but that's really not the topic of today's video. This is a short, I'm going to call it kind of a in-between video. I'm doing a lot of communication stuff, and I've got more coming. It's just right now, this is kind of an in-betweener, kind of a fill as it was. And today I want to talk about suspenders and braces. And there is a difference, and they both do the same thing. They both hold your britches up. However, suspenders are clip-on. In other words, there's little clips on them, and they clip onto your pants, like usually a metal clip, or there's some out there that have like a little hook that you can hook onto your belt, and those are called suspenders. Braces, on the other hand, are button-on. In other words, you have to have buttons, and the funny part is they call them suspender buttons, but you have to have buttons on your pants, typically 6 buttons, and you button your suspenders onto your pants. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, and this is mainly geared for those that, we'll just say, travel heavy, that put things on their waistband, on their waist, excuse me, COVID, on their belt, that is heavier than what people normally carry. So you need to have a little additional, we'll say, lifting power. Now, I have, over the past year or so, I've tried several types of suspenders, and with mixed results. What I discover is that a lot of times those metal clips will actually pull off of your pants, and again, this is mainly when you're traveling kind of heavy, and either that or the elastic in those suspenders is rather stretchy, and so you still kind of sag, and you have to put so much tension on those suspenders that now your pants are riding up you know where. So in my search, I went back to looking at braces. Now, when I worked in DC and I wore a suit, I wore braces. It was more comfortable, and I didn't wear a belt. However, in today's world, where I am traveling a little heavy, I do wear a belt and braces. So, suspender buttons you can buy on Amazon, and they're easy to install. And the way you install them is you put them about where you want your suspenders to go, and there's 2 buttons per spot. And so typically most braces are Y-shaped, which means there's 3 attachment points, and each attachment point has 2 buttons. And when you put the buttons on, the buttons go to the inside of your pants, not to the outside, so you can wear a belt over them. But they go to the inside, and you space them about 2.5 to 3 inches apart at each attachment point. And I put mine, that's how I put mine, at 3 inches apart, and then about halfway down from where the belt would go, where your belt loop is, measure about halfway down, and about at that level, and then 3 inches apart, about where you want to have them. And the ones they make, you can either sew them on, or they make a type that has like a tack, and you push the tack through your pants where you want it to go, and then you take a hammer and you tap it into the button. And if I remember, I'll put a link on what I'm currently using for mine. So what does this give you? Well, basically it gives you a broader selection of braces, and you can get braces that are heavier duty. I'm wearing a pair now, I think they're made by Welch's, and they're very heavy duty. In fact, they're very stiff, but they're very strong, and so I am not depending on the elasticity of the brace to hold my pants up. In other words, mine hold up without having to, be stretched into place. However, if I move or bend a certain way, there's enough give in the brace to allow me to do what I need to do. And what this does is this helps prevent your pants riding up your you-know-what, and it's more comfortable. These are, you may look at for work braces or work suspenders or fireman's suspenders. That are heavier duty, but it's a lot more comfortable. So that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, for those that wear heavy things around your waist, braces are the way to go, in my opinion. Yeah, you have to spend a little time to put the buttons on your pants, but man, it's just a world of difference. It took me about 10 minutes to do mine. So that's all I got. It's a crazy world out there. Everybody keep your eyes open. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't know what's going to happen yet, but you should be topping off your preps. So everybody stay safe. Stay secure. We'll see you.